Okay, let's jump back into this scenario then. So we have killed one of the Savas as last we left it. Here we are. So we need to wrap up this round, and I need to add one flame demon in. I think if I go to next round I can add it, but let's finish his turn off. He makes fire. Okay, I think that's going to reshuffle. So we need to take a short rest with our scoundrel. And I think I might just lose one health to keep this card for the poison effect. At least that can be useful, putting that onto the earth demon or potentially onto the flame demon. So this attack, when adjacent to any of your allies, we could probably make a better attack. Yeah, let's just go with this then. We've got one other card remaining. Although, do the flame demons have a shield? They do have a strong shield, so we will likely use this ability. So yeah, let's lose a hit point and keep this card instead. Scoundrel loses one health. Okay, so we'll go nice and early with the scoundrel. Excellent. Unfortunately, we won't get the benefit of single out for its +2 damage because they are next to each other. The Tinkerer, he could take a shot from where he is and hit both of them. We could either immobilize yeah, 4 damage on both of them is pretty good. That is our jump, but the other option would be to jump over and wound both of them, but then we'd have to use a very low initiative number. I think if we go for that strong attack and try and go nice and quick, I may as well use this. Or we could it might be an option to use this ability for the lower initiative number, and then we could stay still and heal ourselves, because we've only got 2 hit points on the Tinkerer. So yeah, that's probably a good option. We'll save the ink bomb. One of them will be poisoned as well, so that's pretty good. And worst case scenario, the Tinkerer does still have a Cloak of Invisibility. So then the Cragheart, if he can, no, he doesn't need to be adjacent with the attack that we're looking to do for the Scoundrel. He does still have 1 shot left on backup ammunition. We could look to do this attack. It's attack 3 and disarm, and if we move we should even with a move 2, get somewhere like here, be able to hit 1, 2, 3, and both of them. So we could use a nice quick initiative number there, 13. So for all of these cards, we're going very quick. And hopefully we shouldn't take any damage from them. Yeah, that looks good. So Scoundrel is going to go on number 9. Tinkerer is on 19. And 13 for the Cragheart. So we need to draw their cards, and let's add the Flame Demon effect. So the Lava Flow is just looking to heal. Are we creating... No, we're not creating the Earth element for him, so he won't heal everybody. Earth Demon is just healing himself. That's pretty good. And then the Flame Demon would look to attack. So the Flame Demon has a shield of 3. So got a couple of options actually. I think yeah, the Scoundrel here won't be able to get adjacent to the lava flow, so we can just jump in here. That's fine, and we'll poison the Earth Demon, I think. But what we want to do is use this attack. This attack 2 plus X attack, where X is double the shield value of the target. So the Flame Demon has a shield of 3, so this is actually an attack 8 versus the Flame Demon. -1 is 7. It has a shield of 3, so that would be 4 damage. That is enough to kill the Flame Demon. Fantastic. So he's gone straight away. Okay, so that's 2 XP for the Scoundrel. 1, 2. And that is a lost card. We do only have 1 card left for the Scoundrel, so he will be exhausting this round. I didn't check the Lava Flow, so he's going to be damaging anyone in this column. That is not a problem. And they'll both just heal, so we can just look to maximize our damage to them. So since they're not healing, it would be a bit of a waste to throw away our disarm card here. So actually what I might do is just move to... Yeah, the Lava Flow has taken some damage, hasn't he? Doesn't show me what he was originally at. He's taken 3 damage. No, we don't have any other option really for the Tinkerer. Oh, the Tinkerer can only hit 1. He'll only hit the Earth Demon. So I'm thinking possibly with the Crag Heart, we should just move up to the Earth Demon and do an attack 2 rather than throwing away our Forceful Storm card. Let's move here, then at least we're within range 3. Oh no, that is space that's being attacked. So this spot here, or we could move, yeah, let's move up here. So we're near to that lava flow, and we do attack 2. It's poison, so it's attack 3, 4, 5. 5 damage to the Earth Demon. Okay. Oh, mark these as done. Tinkerer. Think. Bit of a shame. I think we're still going to do this combination though and use the attack 3 immobilize, even though it's a lost card, to only target 1 Earth Demon. But then we can heal ourselves slightly as well, and it's not a completely wasted turn. Yeah, I think that extra little cushion, there's 2 extra hit points, would be worthwhile. So the Tinkerer has got attack 4, again because of the poison, -1, so that's 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. The Tinkerer gains 1 XP for targeting 1 enemy, and that card is lost. Alright. The Savas will just heal himself back up. He's back full health to 54. The Earth Demon will just remove his poison. And that is both of their turns. Okay. So, Scoundrel is removed. He is fully exhausted, which means, unsurprisingly, we have not achieved our Streamliner, having 5 or more total cards in your hand and discard at the end of the scenario. We have failed our objective with all of our characters. So let's see. The Crag Heart will want to do some damage. Let's go with Heaving Swing for the +1 attack and Dirt Tornado. So then at least it will be... oh, I didn't add... Yeah, Flame Demon died for its turn. And there was no other elements, that's fine, yeah. It would be an attack 2 at least, and add some curses. Pretty good. Tinkerer. Where could he move to? I think getting some poison onto some poison onto him would be pretty useful. So if we go for Toxic Bolt to poison that lava flow when we start piling on some damage to him, at least he'll take a little bit more. That'd be a lost card. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, so we're on 18 and 57. Let's mark Scoundrel as dead. Cragheart is on 57, Tinkerer is on 18. All enemies suffer 2 damage, and then just move and attack. So I don't want to create this earth element this round because then he's going to disarm all of us. So we use the bottom action here for move. What can we do with this? We can attack 1, 2, 3. So we can ink bomb and create darkness, attacking the Savas lava flow, and then move 2. He is wounding anyone in this column, which will hurt the Cragheart, but we could move to avoid that. We would need a +1 from our Cragheart. In order to kill something. Actually, he might look to do Heaving Swing instead. We've drawn a few positive modifiers from him. Yeah, that's okay. So we'll do an attack 4 on the Tinkerer against the lava flow. Just 4 damage. Creating darkness and gaining 1 XP. And then move 2. Then everyone suffers 2 damage. His turn. And then the Cragheart. So he stays where he is. He's going to take a pounding. So let's instead move him 1, 2, 3, and do attack 3. We can't destroy obstacles, unfortunately. So we won't get the added 2 damage. It would be nice if it was worded so if it's pushed into an obstacle, they suffer 2 damage, then destroy the obstacle, because then at least we would get the bonus. But I think in this case the obstacle has to be destroyed. I haven't checked for clarification on that. It might be we're dealing 5 damage, but we got that +1 anyway. So the Earth Demon is killed. Excellent. So he was a summon. There's no coin there. And no XP. So we've just got the lava flow left. See the Tinkerer. We haven't got any attack cards here, so we could just spend a turn running up, but I think we need to short rest. Hopefully. Losing the decoy, I think, is probably worth it. And we can actually attack. So there's a few effects that I want to put into play. Poison, the wound, there's the disarm, but Let's go for poison first, because at least if he has that, should he draw his heal ability again, it won't take effect. And I think the Cragheart might take a healing turn for us. We can get some extra bless cards into our Tinkerer and Cragheart deck, which is pretty good. So if we're going this ability, what do we want for movement? I think we want to save this one for that +1 attack. I think 3 movement should do it, so we can go for this, and then we've got a couple of options as to where we stand ourselves. We go nice and fast, we could use our Cloak of Invisibility. Alright, so let's these in. Tinkerer is on 18, Cragheart on 38. Okay. So it would have been a nice round to go for a disarm, because that is a terrible attack he's doing. But at least we are getting healed beforehand. The only question is, who do I want to take all this damage? Does the Cragheart still have some good heal options? Not really. I think I'll have the Tinkerer take this attack, which means he won't go invisible. Mainly because he still has his invisibility, so if on another turn it looks catastrophic, we can just take him out of the fight. So Tinker is first. We use our movement. Which column is being attacked? So it's down the central column. So we'll move 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we will use our Toxic Bolt, attack 2, +1, 3 more damage and poison. Perfect, that does create the earth element, but not a problem. Okay, then it is the Cragheart. Cragheart is staying still. We get heal 2 on the Tinkerer, 2, and then heal 2 on both us and the Tinkerer. Another 2 the Tinkerer, and 2 the Cragheart. And both decks will get a bless. That's us. And then we have to deal with this attack. So Tinkerer is closer. It is attack 4. See what he draws. 5 damage. So I think the Tinkerer will lose a card. Let's lose Energizing Tonic, because it's effectively a heal 5 at the top here anyway. We aren't really going to need that movement. Whichever one we used would have been a lost effect either way. So although we avoid the damage by losing that card, we do still have to take poison and wound. So getting a heal effect onto the Tinkerer will be required. So Cragheart is going to short rest. Hopefully we get one of those 2 cards back. Yeah, that would be fine. he creates the earth element, but that's already active. We go to the next round. So Tinkerer, what we'll look to do we can use this card to wound and deal that 3 damage. And let's use enhancement field for that +1. Means possibly with the Cragheart we just want to move next to the Tinkerer this turn and make use of that +1 as well, rather than healing. No, I think using, if we can heal, I think it'll be worthwhile. That's the bottom action here. I don't think we have any others. No. So though Nature's Lift is better, what else would we do? Now having that bottom action heal I think is going to be more useful, so we'll lose a point of health on the Cragheart and lose a different card. So we'll lose opposing strike. Then we can heal before the Tinkerer. Good. And we could also go for the disarm. The Lava Flow is reshuffling, so any cards are possible in his deck. Or we could just do the attack and add a curse and muddle onto him. I think that's a good option. So we'll set that in for the round. Tinkerer is on 47. The Cragheart on 38. We do know his initiative number, so there's 2 cards he has which goes before us, so it is possible. 3 cards going before the Tinkerer, but he doesn't get them. And he's doing that same attack again. Painful. Okay, so start of the Cragheart's turn. Let's use this heal effect on the Tinkerer. That would get rid of the poisoned and wound. And then Dirt Tornado. So we're going to use the earth element. That's an attack 2 plus 1 because he's poisoned for an attack 3. We've got 1 more bless we've added to shuffle in. -1. That's down to 2 damage and a muddle effect. And 1 more curse as well. And that's 1 XP and done for the Cragheart. Tinkerer, we're giving ourselves +1 to the attack. So it would be 4, 5 because of the curse. Because of the, what is it? Poison effect. Drop 1 card from the modifier deck. Good. So 5 plus 0. And that inflicts wound. Nice. That is 2 XP for the Tinkerer. And lost. Break that fire. Okay. Thinking in terms of cards, I think we want the Crag Heart to take this hit, so Tinkerer is going to go invisible. The Crag Heart, oh yeah, he's wounded. Takes 1 damage there. Is the Crag Heart's going to take this, and he is muddled. So we'll draw 2 cards, a 0, and the Curse. Excellent. The Crag Heart will take no damage, but he does get wound and poison. Creates the earth. Okay. So on to the next round then. So we play the 2 cards we have left for the Tinkerer. I believe we still have, yeah, we still got the top action heal for the Crag Heart, so that seems like a good option right now. And we'll look to create 2 single hex obstacles as well, because if we can put them in spaces E and F, the only place he can summon would be up there. If it's a flame demon, that would be problematic because they are ranged. But if an earth demon got summoned there, that would be fantastic. It would just block his summoning ability. Yeah, we should have done that sooner. That's great. So we'll lock that in. Is that worth? No, his summons are both really slow. So we're going to know whether that's going to be the case. We don't need to go super fast for that. Yeah, that'd be nice. And we've got the heal to get rid of our poison and wound. Okay, so let's go to the next round and lock those numbers in. We are on 64 and 20. Let's draw the Lava Flows card. 41. I think from where we're stood, in a straight line, he can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We are actually not going to be affected by that. So that's really good. There's no need to wound him again, so we may as well go for the higher attack. This would be attack 3 because of poison, 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is damaging column 41, which is where the Crag Heart is stood. But he will just have to take that damage. Don't think it's worth the Crag Heart moving. I like the option to create these obstacles more. Yeah. He can survive that damage. So he is disarmed, but his attack isn't going to do anything anyway, so let's just take off his 1 health and then effectively his disarm ability. And he can't consume the earth element because he was disarmed. That's him done. Crag Heart will take a damage, then he heals himself, just gets rid of those status effects, but also gives him a bless. And we can heal the Tinkerer. The Tink will go back up to full health and also gain a bless. With his bottom action here, we will create 2 single hex obstacles. They're going next to each other. I'm just going to use a double in there. Nice. That makes the earth element strong again. And that is his turn. So the end of the round, initiative number 41 is this column. So the Cragheart will take 3 damage. It's down to 2 hit points. Alright, so the Tinkerer needs to short rest. He's only got 5 cards remaining. Enhancement field. It's our strongest attack. Then the other abilities on these are pretty good. The only one I'd want to lose instead of it would be this card. No, that's fine. I won't risk it. Will I? Yeah, those 2 could be discarded. Poison ability. No, it's okay. We'll lose that. Cragheart has attack 3, range 3. That's just a reasonable attack, and we can add in +1 to it. That's fine. And let's go for the disarm. And then we can keep our attack 2 for next round if we go on 20. We can't stun him again, although he does occasionally use that earth element to power up his attacks. Do we have a card? Nothing with the Cragheart. Really, that we could use next turn to get rid of that effect. But I think we just need to focus on dealing the damage. Yeah, that's fine. Did the Tinkerer's invisibility get removed? Yeah. Perfect. So we'll go to the next round and we'll lock these numbers in. 20 and 57. Awesome. 68. Okay. That's fine. He would be hitting both of us, but we're planning to disarm him. So, got attack 3 because he's poisoned. We need to just shuffle in another bless. I think the Tinkerer's got an awful lot of blesses in this deck. So I don't think we've drawn one out for him yet. We still haven't. So that's 4 damage. And we won't be using that bottom action. 1, 2, 3, 4. But disarm, that's great. Tinkerer's done. Cragheart. Which column is it actually? 68. Yeah, so the middle column's being attacked. We don't even need to move. So we've got attack +1. We've got attack 3. And we'll consume the earth element just for the experience. So it's 4, 5 because of the poison. We do actually get 1 experience from backup ammunition, although there's no target that card is now completely used. So this is 5 plus 1, 6. Okay, we're making a good headway into this now. Oh yeah, I forgot he's still on two hit points. Should have looked to heal him just then, but it paid off. He's going to take 1 damage, and we will remove his disarm. That is his turn done. So those are discarded. We just have Toxic Bolt. We don't have any healing. So I think we'll take a short rest with the Cragheart just so we can get one of his healing abilities back. He's a little bit nervous being left on 2 hit points, and if we play both these cards, he'd have no cards in hand, so he'd have to lose 2 of his cards from his discard. So it's our bonus to range attacks, but we've got him down to 23 hit points. So we're doing pretty well. I think we can afford to lose that. And let's think. We've got the ability to disarm. That could be quite strong. Buy ourselves another turn and go for a heal, or we could muddle again. It would be the Tinkerer who gets hit if he is attacking, and the Tinkerer is on 8 hit points. So I think this isn't the worst option. The problem is just if we have to move because we're in the column, that's taking the damage, but I think that's okay. We can live with that. And we've got a move 3 on this card as well, which if he is summoning a flame demon could be huge, because we do still have our winged boots, which we haven't used. We could jump into that top corner, although we'd be next to the lava flow. With that, we could stop him from being able to summon. That could be, yeah, that could be a huge option as well. Yeah, let's go for that. So go to the next round. We will lock in that the Tinkerer is on 18, Cragheart on 38, and draw a card. Okay, so actually again from where we are everyone is safe, but the Cragheart would be taking the damage in the column that he stood. So we're just from the from the trap, but if we were to move him, anywhere except beneath the Tinkerer, then we'd get attacked by the Savas's attack, which is even worse. We might just have to, want to take that damage actually. Okay, so Tinkerer, we've got attack 2 plus 1 because of the poison, so that's going to be 3 damage minus 1. That's 2 damage. And creates the earth element. That's him done. The Savas. No, let's risk it. We'll stand where we are and heal. and use Dirt Tornado, we can then consume that element with a +1, so we'll actually be doing an attack 3 and a null, so no damage, but does add another curse. Ooh. Didn't kill him. Another curse into the deck there. And he's muddled, but muddle won't matter because he can't hit us. So on his turn he will just lose 1 health from the wound, and then the Cragheart takes 3 damage from his trap. And I needed to give the Cragheart 1 XP for using that earth element. Okay. So we'll probably want to heal again. In which case, we may as well do it nice and early. Yeah, there's nothing else we could do with this anyway. But at least we're not risking being hit if he targets 2. And we'll put another Bless back into the Tinkerer's deck. He needs to short rest. And he only has 4 cards, so getting quite tight. Attack 1, that's okay, lose that. We will go for Reviving Shock. Attack 2. And we'll go for this. Because then if we're keeping Toxic Bolt in our hand when we recover one of these 2 cards, we can lose a hit point to make sure we get Reviving Shock if need be, and then we just use these last 2 together. Or possibly actually we do the heal and the attack to keep the Cragheart alive. That's probably a better option, although we lose out on this attack 5. We do have a lot of blesses. Maybe we should count on maybe getting one of those blesses. But either way, we want to use one of these 2, so we've got to commit to these 2 cards. And then yes, we wanted the early heal option. So we're going with these. We're going on 13. Nope, 34 for the Tinkerer and 13 for the Cragheart. Yeah, that's okay. Draw. Wow, he does like that card, doesn't he? Okay, so Cragheart is going to heal himself and heal the Tinkerer, although the Tinkerer doesn't get any benefit, and get a Bless. And we don't want which column? No, it's the middle column that's being damaged, so there's no point shielding and losing that either. And then the Tinkerer, we're just going to do attack 2 and disarm. Perfect in this case. So attack 3 because he's poisoned, and shuffle in that extra Bless. Just our luck. -2. Okay. So that is 1 damage and disarmed. Yep, and then he doesn't need to move. Disarmed here, so he's just going to take 1 damage from the wound and doesn't attack us. Okay, so Tinkerer is going to need to lose a card. Yep, fine. these two options. We'll go on the faster number, and this will be the Tinkerer's final turn. The Cragheart then. We'll go on 61. It's a little slow. But we don't need this card for anything. We can't get within melee. Well, we could actually if we use this jump. Potentially we could, but I think we just want to use this attack 3 rather than the attack 3 disarm, because we do have the option of doing the disarm with the Tinkerer if that looks like what we need to do. So that's fine. Lock in those numbers again. 61 the Cragheart, 18 on Tink. See what he draws. Okay, so he's going to look to heal. He can't heal 3 targets no matter whether we create this element or not. It's unfortunate that he is going before us, otherwise we could have just poisoned him straight back. But I think let's go for the damage. I was going to try and heal Cragheart, but I think if we've got an attack 6 and an attack 3, and then the attack 3 from the Cragheart himself, that could leave him mostly dead if we draw one nice modifier. So yeah, let's go for this first. The attack 6. Fantastic. 12 damage. That's what we needed to see. 2 experience also for the Tinkerer. And 2. And then we've got the attack 3 with disarm, plus 2. 5 damage. He's down to 1 health, which will kill him on his turn. Yeah. So we had a lot of bad luck with the Tinkerer's deck. Considering how many blesses are in here. 1, 2. Oh, was there only 3 in the end? I thought we had a few more. It wasn't that unlucky then. But they came good at the end there. Our gamble on those attacks paid off. So that is the Tinkerer's turn done. The Savas will take his wound before his turn starts, and that kills him. So he will again drop a coin. And we see at the end of the round. So I think our best option is actually to use this ability for the move jump, which gets us 1 XP, and also we can land on another coin. So greedy Cragheart has gained 4 coins. No one else has any, but gets him an additional 1 XP. And although that card is lost, we have completed the scenario. Tinkerer would be exhausted at the end of this round. Cragheart has 4 cards remaining, and 1 in his hand. So 5 in his discard, 1 in his hand. Yeah, that was extremely close. I think we probably actually would have had a bit more success if we weren't unfortunate enough with the Scoundrel taking so much damage early on. I probably should have used the Cloak of Invisibility a little sooner, just to avoid those wounds, but potentially could have had an easier ride for ourselves there if we'd squeezed another 3 or 4 rounds out of the scoundrel and he'd managed to stand up next to the lava flow Savas as well. That could have really swung the battle, but I think we only had 2 extra elemental tokens summoned, 2 demons. So yeah, that was a huge benefit for us as well. No, 3. 1 flame, 1 earth, 1 wind. Fantastic. So let's have a quick read of the final text then. The Savas yells in pain and teeters on the edge of the rift before keeling over and toppling off, landing with a crash at your feet. It was tough, for sure, but you were tougher. You sit for a minute to collect yourself. You're still no closer to this star iron, but judging from the Savas' reaction to its mention, it very well could be close. You just need to rest for a bit before heading further into this sacred site. Before you've had much of a breather at all, however, an earth-shaking bellow sounds above you, higher up on the ridge. You look up expecting more Savas, but instead you see a massive bear, larger than any you've encountered before, covered in snow-white fur. It is barreling down the mountain, charging straight at you. And at this point, if you do go on to Board Game Geek, into the Gloomhaven page, there's a few links to polls where you can vote on a particular road event. There's a bear, as we've just read, barreling down the hill towards us, and you can leave a vote. Doesn't require you to have played the scenario. You can just choose as to what you want to happen. Leave a vote on that poll and help shape the story. Hopefully this has been entertaining for you to sit through, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.